Today, we're combining two of my favorite things, Resident Evil and cooking.
Ink ribbon.
That's right, today we are making a Jill sandwich. Now, I know that most of you guys probably consider yourself gamers and you don't really think of yourself as people who can cook, but it is a very, very important skill to have. So hopefully this video can help make it a little more fun and interesting because cooking is a really, really important skill that everybody should have. Eventually, I'd like to make all of the recipes from the Biohazard Cafe. I think that would be really fun to do. But as you can see, I don't really have a proper setup for filming cooking videos. So if you're someone in LA who has a cooking studio and you want to do some collabs, call me. Now let's get to the recipe. This sandwich is super, super simple. Anybody can make it, and it does actually involve cooking. It's not any ordinary sandwich. This is a Jill sandwich. But it's all the ingredients you can see behind me. Goat cheese, red and yellow bell peppers, onion, avocado, lettuce, and bread. Well, and butter, salt, pepper, but I mean, that's pretty much it. And I know that may seem like a weird combination for sandwiches, but just you wait. All right, so first thing, we're gonna chop some onions. I always cut off the ends. And a fun little trick, if you flatten one side of the onion now, when you set it down, it'll stay flat and you can chop it with ease. But first, I gotta peel the rest. Now for what I'm doing, the onion just needs to be relatively diced, and I'm probably not even gonna use all of it, so it's all good. I'm gonna set my frying pan to medium-low heat. We're just gonna put some butter. Now what we're doing right now is we are caramelizing onions. So as the butter melts, we're just gonna put all these in here. Now the reason I'm doing the onions right now is because caramelizing onions takes time. These aren't gonna be fully caramelized. They're just going to be like kind of grilled. And we're gonna put some ground pepper and just a little bit of salt. All right. Make sure to coat your onions evenly, and we're just gonna let them sit there and do their thing while we work on the bell peppers. Now these are the ingredients that I'm most excited about for the Jill sandwich. The reason that I chose these bell peppers is because of Jill's grenade rounds. Yellow bell pepper represents the acid rounds, and the red bell pepper represents the fire rounds. And if you're wondering about the grenade rounds, those will come later. And bell peppers are awesome because they are packed with so much nutrients. They're really, really healthy. They've got vitamin B, vitamin A, potassium, all sorts of stuff. And one bell pepper is about 30 something calories. So like you can go crazy. Actually, I'm gonna leave these as strips. I kind of want them like that. Now for this, I do want to remove so I don't know what this is called in a bell pepper, but in an orange, it's called a pith. We don't want those in our sandwich, so we're just going to get rid of them. Same thing with our yellow bell pepper. I'm gonna cut it up into strips. By the way, diced red bell peppers go great in a lot of recipes. I like to put it in spaghetti sauce more than green bell peppers. The cool thing about these, the reason I chose red and yellow as well, is because yellow is the sweetest and red is like in the middle, and then green are the most bitter. So the other ingredients I chose create a flavor profile to go with these. All right, so our onions are cooking nicely. That's great. Now we're going to add the bell peppers. And I'm gonna put just a little drizzle of olive oil. And then I'm gonna toss everything to make sure that it's all evenly coated. I'm just gonna put a little bit of seasoning salt. You can Put whatever spices you prefer, but I'm just doing like a little tiny bit of that just to help bring out more of that flavor. You can really smell the bell peppers starting to cook. And now I'm going to show you guys a secret to cooking bell peppers as well as other vegetables that are similar. You actually want to put some water in here. So I'm going to add half a cup of water and turn the heat up to medium. So what this is going to do is it's going to boil the bell peppers so that they're not hard and crunchy, because that's not really what we want. You want to be able to pull them apart when you're eating a sandwich. And this also works for things like green beans and stuff. I found out from my dad, who is a chef, that you have to boil some vegetables in order to get them to the right texture that you want. So we're gonna let this come to a boil. I'll actually turn the heat up a little bit higher. And another great thing about this is all of the flavors of the onion and the bell peppers are going to absorb into each other. So it's all gonna taste really good. Okay, and while this is doing its thing, let's go ahead and toast the bread. All right, I'm gonna turn the burner to low heat. We're just gonna put some butter. We're gonna let that get nice and melted. So I'm using freshly baked sourdough bread. So as I mentioned before, these bell peppers are going to be slightly sweet. So the sourdough bread is going to help kind of even out the flavor profile just a little bit. I'm gonna flip the bread, just let it cook a little bit on each side and kind of absorb the butter. Now while all of that is cooking, I am going to do something a little fun as sort of like a garnish. This is not working out. I was trying to make a star. I'm gonna have to try this again. I accidentally made Patrick. Hey, SpongeBob. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna call these stars. I tried. I'm actually starving now. I didn't eat before making this video, and it smells so good in here because of the bell peppers. I'm like, ah. So I'm eating the rejected star. Whoa! If you ever drop a knife, just let it fall. My dad taught me that. Like, people in cooking school lose fingers and stuff trying to catch knives. Now, these are the last two ingredients. We got goat cheese and we got avocado. Because with all of this stuff combined, you've got all your vegetables, you've got all your protein, you've got all your vitamins. It's good stuff. This is a healthy meal. If you've never tried goat cheese, it's amazing. This is probably like my favorite cheese ever. Now, the thing about goat cheese is it's very, I guess tart would be the word, but it's also very spreadable. Oh my God, yum. So the goat cheese represents the grenade rounds, which are white. And these go with the red and yellow bell peppers. It all comes together. Now, once again, because the bell peppers are sweet, that's why I chose goat cheese, because that flavor profile balances out, because now you've got this tartness to balance out the sweetness, and it just fills your mouth with amazing flavor. Now, just to have it ready, I'm gonna cut the avocado. To get the pit out, you just poke it in the corner and use leverage, and it pops right out. Oops, I didn't really think about this, but I usually just scoop it out, but I actually want it. How am I gonna do this? Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and peel it. I should have done that first. Well, I guess this works. Ultimately, as long as the food ends up in your mouth and not in your eye, I think you're fine. All right, and we got some nice, creamy, delicious avocado. Oh my God, I'm so hungry. All right, now I got a bed of romaine lettuce. I guess I don't need two, that might be overkill. Yeah, just one. One is enough. And I got one piece of yellow bell pepper that I'm going to try. It's sort of like the test pancake. It's also really hot. Needs a little bit of salt. It needs salt. Now, when you're adding salt, don't go crazy, because if it's not enough, you can always add more later. But if you add too much, the meal's ruined. All right, I'm gonna turn up the heat and I'm gonna call the bell peppers done. It's time to assemble the sandwich. We got our goat cheese grenade rounds. We got our lettuce. Now we've got acid rounds and fire rounds. Now, you may have noticed that there's no meat in this sandwich. I'm a vegetarian. If you want to put meat, you can. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but I really don't think you need it. Got our slices of avocado. I'm going to go ahead and put goat cheese on the other side of the sandwich as well. And there we have the Jill sandwich. Now that I've recorded all the shots of it looking pretty, it's time to eat it. All right, let's see how this Jill sandwich actually tastes. Oh my God. This is so good. Do you guys want some? I can make more. If you guys want to come over, we could play video games and I'll cook for everyone. It'll be great. Oh my God. It's really, really good. It's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Oh my God, you guys. Oh yeah. And that is my recipe for the Jill sandwich. I highly recommend that you try it. It's very easy to cook. Just takes a little bit of time. Put on some music. Whatever you gotta do, get into the kitchen and make this because it is delicious. I wish I could hand it through the screen to you guys for you to try it because it's amazing. I'm also really, really hungry, and you know how when you're hungry, everything tastes way better. So maybe it's a little bit of that, but it's good, I promise. Oh my God, it's so good. It's like better with every bite. My compliments to the chef. That's me. Do I have food on my face? All right, well, that's all I got. If you guys like this video and want to try the recipe, I'm gonna put it down in the description, although you just saw me make it, so you should. It's not that hard. Anybody could make this. And if you do want to see me recreate the menu items from the Biohazard Cafe, I would love to. However, it might be a while if I do because filming this video was extremely difficult. You have no idea, but I did it for you guys because ink ribbon. And also I needed to do something tactile to get away from the screen for a while because I'm starting to go through a little bit of a Resident Evil hangover and I just needed to try something new. So this is just fun content for everybody to enjoy. Okay, I'm doing my best here. If you like this video, click the like button and please subscribe. I know that like 80% of my viewers are not subscribed and it really, really helps out my channel like a lot. So please. And you can also follow me on Twitter or join the Ink Ribbon Discord. All of those links are down below. I'm Kai Morgan. This is a Jill sandwich. And as always, thanks for watching Ink Ribbon. And a very special thank you to my bronze, silver, and gold Patreon supporters. Thanks to you, I can make videos without worrying about demonetization and grow my channel faster. Oh shit, I'm still filming.